Alright guys, welcome back to another podcast of I'm Not Okay with Danny G. Today we have a Halloween special podcast. With me I have Lovers, Ella and Craig.
Hey.
Hello.
And I have Inebriate.
Hello.
We also have my good friend Joseph, but you probably won't hear him, but if you watch this, because we will be making a video for this Halloween special, you may see him.
Joseph's always in the back.
Sleeping.
He's doing the most work. Yeah.
So,
He does all my stuff for me.
this is the I'm Not Okay Halloween special. If you're watching this, we're going to be making a little Halloween special drink. We picked out, do you want to tell them, Jay?
Oh yeah, absinthe.
We
It's
wanted-
not like the real deal stuff, but
But we wanted to feel as
you know,
close to...
it's the American version.
We wanted to call onto the spirits.
Stop.
And so we thought we'd opened our minds. So Jay is carefully and slowly, very slowly, pouring water onto an ice cube.
For years. I think it's gonna take like.
I don't think this
20
is what
minutes.
we're supposed to do.
I don't think that's how it goes.
I think you just do it.
I think you only poured like half an ounce so far.
I think you have to like constantly drip it on there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
We gotta make that bitch wet.
We didn't know what we were doing. And we've been setting up.
Oh! Yeah, that's good.
We get all excited. Look at that. Hell yeah.
Wait, did you forget the alcohol?
Yeah, I did. I just want to drink sugar.
We need spooky sugar water. Well, everything's being set up. I will just continuously be talking for the people not watching. I invited Lovers and Inebriate here because they make witch house music or dark wave music or just that music we like to get a little spooky with from time to time. And I thought they would be perfect for the last podcast of October.
ASMR.
And we are ASMRing the water.
I'm not gonna drink all this.
She's gonna
Or
drink
am
it
I?
all.
That's probably.
That's a lot of
more than
absinthe.
2 ounces.
That's gonna be me right now.
I don't know who you're trying to call on with all that.
There.
Oh.
There.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. She's trying to get twisted.
Twisted sister.
Dude, that looks so cool.
It does. Looks like piss.
It's really
Alien piss.
Yeah.
We're gonna summon aliens.
Right on.
I also want to say, while getting this podcast started, I'm very happy that not only are you guys great musicians, but local musicians. I don't feel like there's a lot. Your type of music in our it's a very small community you guys have.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful that you guys want to come on the podcast, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know y'all are busy with your seances,
Yeah.
flying your brooms.
Yeah, but you know, it's amazing to be around.
Yeah, it is it's a really small community, but it's so weird, like, cause like there's what 8, 9?
Here?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Texas.
But I like how you are all close,
Yeah.
the majority.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
I think that's such a very good thing to when it is small to be close.
Because a lot of places like they're not together. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't want
Exactly.
to be together. I don't know why.
Yeah, the witch house community is like we're kind of like family. It's so hard for us to find people that we like have so
Understand
much,
you.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that we have like in common.
I'm not part of it, but seeing you guys, I really enjoy being around everyone because it's always like a reunion when everyone gets together.
Yeah.
Or if someone puts on a show to support you all, give each other, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen you, Jay, just go crazy every time Lovers performs.
Oh yeah, I'm like.
And I have to
huge fan.
stand like 5 feet away from you.
I remember the first time that
You gonna
y'all were like, I think it was you, Elo, that you were singing for Sidewalks and Skeletons when they played at the
Elysium?
yeah.
Yeah. That
And I was like,
I've always
I was
wanted to
like,
go there.
I never knew who was. I just knew that there was like a girl that like sang in the song, and I was like, oh my god.
yeah, he wrote the lyrics though, so
Yeah.
you know.
He did? I
Shout
did
out
not know
to
that.
Jake Lee.
Hell yeah. From London.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing you. I was like, holy
Uh-oh.
crap.
Craig,
Oh
Oh
dang.
my god.
what are we thinking of it? Is it sweet?
Wow.
That shit tastes weird, but
It
I
does?
like it.
I've never
You
tried
really
it.
have
It's
to like
gonna get me
licorice to like
turned.
that.
You know what tastes
Yeah,
like?
I never taste
licorice. I feel like Jaeger tastes like licorice.
Yeah.
A little, yeah.
But I always feel like I'm already plastered by the time I get to a Jaeger bomb. I'm already done.
The last time I drank Jaeger, and the only time I drank Jaeger, I streaked in like the projects.
No, you didn't.
I did.
I was drinking once, but that's for another podcast.
And that's like, I'm real
My
like,
Drunken Nights podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is weird, but I mean,
I love how we all got this and we don't like the
I
flavor.
totally
Yeah.
forgot that absence is
if
layers.
it's
I don't
gonna
know what
get
it
us
was-
turned, I mean,
What is this?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a full cup and you gave me this little ass cup?
damn.
Maybe that's a good thing. I'm just gonna stick to this.
I already feel weird.
Yeah, me too, dude. It hit me already.
The basic bitch questions, of course. I'm gonna start with you guys. Is how did you start?
Well, like we were at our old apartment, and actually I was going to school, and we started a band at the same time. So like, we actually were listening to Witch House, and we decided to make something dark wave, but like at the same time like trap-ish, because we both like that. He actually did like trip hop music before, and that's what actually got me into Witch House, because he showed me how to like work on FL Studio. So then that's when I learned, and then Lovers just became like one. Like we just started working together more.
I like the cohesiveness you both have and that
Yeah.
you both bring. Because there is, you can tell, it's a lot, but I
Mhm.
just love the way it all flows together.
Yeah.
Um,
So, I mean, if you have anything to say about the beginning.
Well, that's basically it.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
like,
simple.
yeah, it's
Pretty
real
simple.
simple. Yeah.
you met and it was just meant to be.
Yeah. Pretty
Um,
much.
Just a laptop and an iPhone is how we started, really.
Yeah, and then like I was recording in my closet, so it
oh.
was kind of weird, but it was pretty chill.
I like the teamwork. It's really, I think it's important.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay, how did you start? Just in the Witch House, because I know you have a long music history, but
Yeah, I do.
how did you get started in
Um,
this Witch House and dark and trap?
I never knew like there was actually Witch House until I think it was like the 2012,
Mhm.
and I was listening to Purity Ring on
Yeah.
on Pandora, and this music just came out, and I was like, what the flippity flop is that? And I was like, and I looked, and it was Salem,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, that's it. Like that's the sound that I've been looking for. Because
Yeah.
at the time I was real into like dubstep, and like trap music too, and
Yeah.
like the slow BPM. And I really like growing up here in Texas, and you know, like being like associated with like Dope House Records, like Chopped and Screwed is like
Mhm.
like a big thing. So like
Yeah.
when I hear pitched down vocals, I'm just like, I'm about it.
Mhm.
Like DJ Screw, about it. Growing up, I was like real big on DJ Screw. So, but yeah, like Salem, like I was like, so I did a little bit more research, and I was like, whoa, this is called Witch House. Like it's actually like a genre. And then I found like White Ring, and I'm not even gonna say the other one because I'm not a fan. And then I was just like, and I had like my iPad at the time, and I was like, I wonder if I could like make my own music, like make my own. And then so I just started like, you know, messing around with it. It was actually GarageBand on iPad. And if you go to my SoundCloud, you go all the way to the bottom, like Massive Homicide is actually clips from that movie that I was actually watching.
Night of the Living Dead?
Yes, that movie.
We're coming to get you,
And
Barbara.
yeah, and it's that clip, and it's not really Witch House, but that's when I kind of started.
Yeah, that's starting. You gotta
Yeah.
start somewhere.
And then I was like, cause like I really love Purity Ring, and
Yes, you do.
I really like Port Wave. So
Ooh,
if you listen to my music, you can kind of hear like
The
you
thing,
know
yeah.
like, those are the two people that I kind of like. I really like. So
Mhm.
yeah.
That kind of leads a good segue into my next question. Not necessarily growing up, but being in this community, I'll keep it about this. Who are your influences?
Influences. Actually, like, I mean, I listened to a lot of Witch House, like maybe in 2012, but I feel like that actually like helped me make the synths and everything, like the instrumental. But I took like lyrics and like the way things are constructed by just regular music, like, you know, just
I
listening
like that
to
too, because I can tell with yours. Like, I don't like how it's just kind of in a box. Like, this is Witch House. Like, I like that you bring so much. I think that's why I like music so much. I like the lyrics, and I like the pace you go, and it has, like, sometimes that hip-hop or that rap or, like, that
definitely.
chop. Like, I like that a lot.
Yeah, and, like, from Texas, we just want to make it more known, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bring it out
But
there.
different at the same time, Witch House.
Yeah, yeah.
So, for sure.
I think like a lot of people ask like, well, when they ask you like, oh, you make music, and you're like, oh yeah, like you kind of don't want to say because like they always give you that weird look.
Yeah, they do. Like you're in some cult or
yeah,
some shit.
like yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
and then you say, oh, you probably never heard of the genre, and they're like, oh, try me, like I listen to all kinds of music, and I'm
not
like,
jazz.
I make Witch House, and they're like, their face just kind of like.
They're like, what the fuck is that shit?
Oh,
like,
they jump right into the whole
and they're like,
satanic.
Yeah.
so you're like a witch?
Exactly.
And I was-
Exactly.
How do you guys take that when, you know, do you take it hard? Because there are some people who just genuinely don't know your music.
Yeah.
But then there are those type you can tell who just kind of judge as soon as you say it. They're
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, like my family can be one of the people that judge a lot.
oh.
Like I cannot, they're very highly religious, so like it's kind of like I'm living a Hannah Montana life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Oh, yeah.
double-sided, like because they don't really, like they know that I make weird music,
Yeah.
but I don't go into depth with them because I know they're gonna be judgy because they're like fucking highly Catholic, highly Christian,
Oh, yeah.
and I kind of like just I gravitate towards another plane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I'm into spiritualism though. I'm open about that shit, and I read tarot cards. So
Yeah. I'm
That's-
into the whole like crystal healing, all that
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
How does your
Meditating.
family feel with the music you make?
Oh, my family like I mean, no matter what I do, my family always supports me. They're not like my mom tells me like I'm like, what, Mom, what do you think about my music? And then like this one time she's like, it reminds me of somebody sitting in a dark room smoking meth with unicorns on the ceiling.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I was like,
great
I was like,
picture in my mind.
and I was thinking like, oh my god, that'd be like the perfect song title for a song, like
Your next music video.
Ceiling of Unicorns, and that's actually like one of my songs on my SoundCloud, like way back in the day, from like
Oh,
2013. Yeah,
Nice.
it's very different. If you listen to it, it's way different than any of my other stuff.
So, do you guys see yourself evolving a lot as you put out new things? Are you trying to keep up with anything? Or are you just going
Yeah.
through different channels, different waves of what you're feeling at the time?
Yeah, for sure. Like we don't really want to put a label on our music because even though we are Witch House, like I want to say that we're still like different genres.
Yeah.
Like even though we are Witch House, we try to, you know,
Step
branch
out
out.
of it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and do different genres, definitely.
I think that's a good thing too. I think you'll catch more audience that way too. A lot more people will listen
Yeah.
when you bring a lot of different things.
It's so weird because I make Witch House, but my music doesn't really sound like true Witch House because there's a lot of
what
dance
is
in
even
it.
true Witch House? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
like-
Nowadays.
Well, it's kind of like old, like when you think of, when I think of dubstep, I think of like old school, like 90 BPM, like, and then
Oh, I
Skrillex
see.
came out and like just ruined dubstep. Not ruined it, but not ruined it. No, I mean he's a great artist, but I'm saying like he made it all dancey and stuff, so it kind of like it switched up. So like when I think of Witch House, I think of like Salem,
Yeah, yeah.
like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then, but like my music, it just to me, it's the synth. If it has that dirty ass, filthy,
Saw.
yeah, like just like I don't even know how to describe
It's
it.
a
but
thick, wide saw.
yeah, and it's like that's what to me makes Witch House. Like
Yeah.
How do you guys feel when you perform Witch House and that aspect of it? Because I feel like it's one thing to make it and you're kind of in your space and your bubble, but to put
Right.
it out there, how do you prepare for that? How do you channel that energy? Is it a different thing than when you're making it at home?
For us, it would be, well, for me, it's like I have all this, okay, I'm always in isolation, right? So I'm always in isolation making music. But when it's time, like, to perform, I actually use all my energy.
Mhm.
Because I want to release that energy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just inside, you know, making music. And then finally, when it's time to perform, I'm like, hey, yo, like, this is me. This is who I am. I'm going to go crazy because, like, I just been, you know. But when I perform, I want to go hard because this is Texas. You go big or you go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we got to go big. So,
For all you the people out there who've never seen Lovers live, dude, she's like crazy on the stage. She like her dance moves, like it makes you want to move, and it's like I like.
Do you
real,
channel her
like,
when you perform? Because you do the same thing. You both bring such a big presence to the stage, seeing both of you perform.
I feel like
You
straight
don't
up,
utilize
like,
one little corner or the center of the stage. You guys go the whole stage.
for
Look,
real.
straight up, not even gonna lie. Like when I perform, I feel like my energy is like nothing. But when I see them live, I feel like I have more energy in the crowd
Yeah.
when Lovers performs than I do
What?
even on stage. Like no, for real, like straight up.
You
Yeah.
remind me.
Like she makes you do that though.
I don't know how I do that.
You-
In the
man. Must be
music.
some voodoo
You
or some
remind me
shit.
of-
Yeah,
The
she
guy
puts
we-
spells on people.
I think
out in the
so.
crowd.
We went to a club one time here in San Antonio, Brass Monkey, and there was this guy who was just bringing it in all night, just great energy. We didn't know him, but we named him Jean Jacket Guy because he was wearing jean pants and a jean jacket,
Right
and
on.
he was repping it hard, and he was going hard. So every time they perform, that's how you dance, Jay. You just go for it. You
He
just
was, like,
you
doing the
forget
I
that
don't do
other
the
people are
Carlton.
around.
You know what though? Like one time I was performing, right, and I looked down and like I see Jay literally like moving her ass and shit, like she's getting all crazy,
Oh,
and I was like,
yeah.
okay, this is literally giving me some energy right now. Like this is amazing.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you know like you look out in the crowd and you're hoping people are like jiving to your shit, like you know, and like then there's that one person you're like, oh my god, you understand me? Yes. You just
Yes,
soak up their
bitch.
energy like it's like the sunshine of the world. You know, it just feels great.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah. Well, Witch House is kind of like people just stand there.
Yeah, they do.
And
I don't think they know
I-
what to do with
I
it.
like. I feel like when I see someone perform and I like their music, like I want them to see me enjoy what they're doing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like as an artist, like that's when like and what Ella said like we like that. We like when you move. Like we like when you're just
Bring
like
that energy.
yeah, like it,
No need to be shy on the dance floor. There's like
you know the
500
lyrics
people
sing it
dancing
too.
with you.
Like
Yeah. Okay, so my next question, how do you guys feel about people who are trying to join the community? Because I feel like it's, like I said, so small and tight that I feel like it's kind of hard. Or do you feel like you guys would welcome new artists to open arms, or are you coming in
For sure, like
judging?
yeah, I never judge anyone who like you know comes into Witch House or anything because everybody has their own like little interpretation of Witch House. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like even though Witch House maybe started off sounding a certain way, it's evolved a lot, and I feel like everybody should have their own fucking sound. So
Yeah.
they're all like independent, you know, like she has her own sound, we have our own sound, and we both love the sounds, you know.
Yeah.
So I think everyone should be different and be their own selves, and they'll do good in Witch
Yeah.
House. I'm not judging no one.
I've had a lot of people actually like ask me like, hey, what do you use? Or like on some of the Witch House like community fan page, no, not fan pages, what are they called? Like groups.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stuff like people will say like, I use this setting, but people always ask me, and I'm always like kind of like I'm secretive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
gotta
what I'm
be,
saying.
like,
I don't. That's what I like. You don't give your secrets all
Yeah.
out. Like, hey, welcome to the community. This is everything.
Yeah.
It's like a magician, you don't reveal your tricks, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
no
you
one,
can-
no one gave you guys anything.
No,
like,
at
they
all.
were like, here's a
No.
pamphlet. This is Witch House. This is how you do it.
And like for anybody who reaches out and asks other people like about what should I do, that's actually not a bad idea. Just like, you know, just be yourself though, like most of the time. Like
Yeah.
take what you get from those people.
But don't
And-
try to become that person.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
just make it your
yourself.
own.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I told this one guy because he actually commented on one of my YouTube things, and he said like, I really love your music. Like I want to make Witch House. Like what should I do? And I said, you know, like just make music. Like, you know, because basically what I do, I want to make music that I want to hear and what sounds good to my ear. So, and a lot of people don't like Witch House. Like a lot of people like
It's a small audience.
yeah, it's a very like
Acquired?
Yeah, like, you know, people have like acquired tastes.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
it's an acquired thing. Some
Yeah.
people, like, I love Witch House. Like, I just,
Mhm.
like, it just does something to me.
It's
Like,
a
the
taste in your
sound.
mouth that's just
You know what I like?
Yeah.
When I listen, especially when I get to hear stuff being made, because I hang out with Jay sometimes on occasion when she lets me. My favorite thing to do is I'll listen to something with my eyes closed, and I like to picture what it makes me feel, and she'll ask me, what did you think? And I'm like, oh, this one made me think I'm sitting in an insane asylum and the building's burning down. Like, I felt hyped, felt hot, and I felt like it was in my mind. Like, I like to give a descriptive.
And it's always like something strange with her. 'Cause,
Well, you take me there with your music. Like, it just
That's
goes
good.
somewhere.
yeah.
I have
That's good.
super good ideas for music videos, and I feel like you don't take them to heart.
I like your ideas for. It's just I
Yeah.
don't have anybody to do videos.
Oh, Joseph, we're looking at you. Joseph. Looking at you, sir. So, I don't want to start any drama or any problems,
Oh,
but
God.
do you feel like sometimes there can be beef, not necessarily in the witch community, but people who like don't understand your music who can come off just so like, and not
Oh,
fans, but I'm
dude.
talking about like other musicians who like, are there musicians out there, I guess I'm asking, that don't think what you do is legit or don't take it seriously?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, is there a lot of that out
Mhm.
there?
Go for it, Craig.
Not really a lot, but it happens.
It happens?
Yeah, it happens a lot with it. I would say the older crowd.
Mhm.
Yep.
Earlier Witch House artists
Oh.
talking about like
You know
2010
who you are.
And the sad thing about that is that it's usually the people who haven't evolved themselves.
Yeah, they're still doing the
Exactly.
same. Kind of in the past.
Exactly.
That's their
Yeah.
own problems.
That's kind of sad too, because I'm sure it's like a lot of people you've looked up to or like helped you get into it in the first place, and you think they'd
Yeah.
be
I,
understanding.
Yeah.
You know, I have respect for everybody, and you know, if it wasn't for certain people, you know, I wouldn't know what, you know, Witch House is, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've had people tell me to like go kill myself because my music's trash. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I've known you, and I hear the backlash you get
Um,
sometimes.
and
It's
it's like
fucked up.
it's like it is fucked up, and it's like you don't know how like my self-esteem is like way down here for certain reasons, you know, and I have my reasons, whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, when someone tells you like, it just kind of like, wow, like I kind of don't
You didn't even know you
wanna-
could get lower, and they kind of brought you
and
even
it's
lower.
like, wow, like I thought my music was okay at least, and
Yeah.
like now it's kind of like I don't even. And there was a time where I just quit making music for a year, like I just disappeared, because I was
No.
just like, obviously, like I'm not going anywhere, like, and then all of a sudden, you know, I got, you know, my whole vibe, whatever. I got rid of all this negative energy, and I was just like, I wanna go back at it. I don't care if I'm not where I want to be.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if my goals are not met, but I still want to continue to, you know, make music.
Yeah.
For the people that
And you're
actually
very
do like
talented, Jay.
Yeah,
You're very
you have a
talented, too.
great following, and people enjoy your music, and I love when you don't put out something for a while, and then you do, and you just like skyrocket, you know, for you, and you get so
it.
excited.
For one day.
Hey man, that one day you're fucking feeling great.
I know, dude. Like when I have like over 100 plays, I'm like ecstatic. Like I'm just like, I'm like, F yeah.
That's how I feel when Ella comments on my podcast. I'm like, I am fucking famous.
Aw, man.
I always scream. I'm like, Jay, look what she said.
I'm
Look at
always
it.
on YouTube, man, and I love your podcast. Y'all are hilarious as fuck. Like, I just like shit that's like, you know, like genuine, like just real shit, you know.
Yeah, I'm not okay, and I like to put that out there. I don't pretend to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like this new thing that's kind of happening, and sadly it's becoming a trend, is like SoundCloud artists, SoundCloud rappers, and I don't like to put you guys there because
I see.
I don't feel like you guys were there way. I feel like you guys were there way before it was a trend. But now you're kind of getting pushed in there because anyone who's ever been on it now is like in that bubble of,
I
oh,
don't give
you're a
a-
SoundCloud artist. No,
Yeah.
you're an artist.
And I think it's just a stigma shit. Like, it's just a thing that people want to say, like, you're a SoundCloud artist.
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, you just sitting at home watching TV, eating Cheetos, like, while I'm actually making music
Yes.
and posting it on SoundCloud. That's better than doing nothing, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
takes time to do what you do, and there's different outlets to do it, and this is how
Yeah.
you're choosing to do it.
For real.
Yeah.
Jay?
I just make music.
I just want to put that there.
Yeah. I do
Craig,
it
how
for
do
the
you
clout,
feel?
bro.
You do it for the fun.
Yeah, I think it's an unfortunate stigma that
I do too.
came up mostly, like you said, because of SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
dissing SoundCloud rappers.
But,
I mean,
okay,
there's lots,
like-
but there's tons of
Yeah.
artists on
Yeah.
SoundCloud. Period.
Yes, yes.
You know,
If you think
there's
about it, yeah.
so many people.
There's so many, exactly. Because SoundCloud's been around for a very long time. I don't even think some people knew what it was
I
until
think-
they're rappers. And you know what? Honestly, these rappers were doing the same thing everyone else was doing, trying to find an outlet to put their
Exactly.
music.
Yep.
I think the whole thing nowadays is setting trends. That's what everybody wants to do.
Yes.
Set trends.
Mm-hmm.
Set trends. Like with the face tats. Like I feel like if we got face tats, feel
I got
like,
a face tat.
Huh?
I've had these.
Yeah, but she's having
But I feel like they need to be on the cheekbone though.
Oh, I see. Like, it says
Like,
something
yeah.
right here.
Random
like-
ass shit that doesn't make any sense.
ZZZ.
Like a fucking Cheeto.
Yeah,
Unreadable
like a
person.
Cheeto.
Get a Cheeto here.
Get a Cheeto.
I don't know if people
Yeah.
would know it was a Cheeto.
Or-
They're just gonna think you
Basically,
got
your
squigglies on your
face. Basically, your
Like you
face.
got a
Or
shit
like
on
a
your
little
face.
guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, basically your face gotta be looking like a fucking Chipotle bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
to be
it's sad.
famous.
For
Like,
sure.
yeah, for real.
I don't like that people are trying to be more of a trendsetter than an artist, though. Like, they get lost in that. Because there are some good people who we have found on SoundCloud and have gotten, like, a little bit of clout. And then there they go, taking it way too far, and
Yeah.
then they become fake as
Yeah.
fuck.
I know some people like that.
I mean, I think it's like one of those things where you kind of worry about, like, what are people wanting to see from
Yeah.
me? You know, like when you first start off, I guess you feel like you have a character and you feel like people dig that, and then you kind of go overboard sometimes. And I guess, like, for me, watching other people, you know, do that on TV or whatever the fuck, like, it just kind of makes me tone down myself and kind of humble myself, because, like, I've actually fucked up too. I've done some stupid shit just for clout. I mean, and it didn't even work, you know, like, it's just something you learn. Like, you don't have to chase clout. Like, just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? And see if that takes you to a place that you want to be.
Do you ever get worried being an artist and when you have the platform you're on? Like, you guys are all very well known, all of you, all three. Do you ever get worried that that will go away? Or are you okay and will still make music no matter what?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Like, no matter what, you're still gonna do it. You're not doing it to keep your...
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I post about this all the time. Like, I feel like I said before, like I'm not where I want to be,
Mhm.
but I feel like, you know,
You're
like
okay with where you're at?
I'm never gonna give up. Like, no matter what happens in my life, or like who tells me I'm a piece of shit, or if I'm a waste of talent, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
For
give
sure.
up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Don't give up, you scrappy little
Yeah,
fighter.
don't.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out to YouTube though, cause like YouTube, like I said, I'm self-taught. Like, everybody always asks me like, how did you learn how to do this? And it's like YouTube.
Mhm.
Literally like YouTube everything. Like if I
Girl, I used to
if,
put on makeup.
I didn't know how to pitch down vocals on Ableton, but
Mm-hmm.
I looked it up, and you know,
You
Yeah.
learn.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like self-taught. Like, now I wish I had someone, you know, like
Then-
y'all have each other, you know, like Craig, you know, taught you
Yeah.
how to do stuff, and like
Yeah.
I wish I had that. Like, but
Do you guys feel like it's an evolving thing, the music you make, and there's still a lot to learn?
For sure, dude. Every time I learn something, and I'm not perfect, you know. So I just put out what my heart feels like.
At the time, like
Yeah.
whatever's in the, yeah.
It may not be perfect, but I'm actually learning a lot, and like our new song sounds really dope.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me pumped yet.
Shay in the mix.
Hold on, I'm getting too excited now.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
So you feel like you still have a lot to learn. Like, you're not
oh yeah, dude, like there
all-knowing.
I don't care what, like Jimi Hendrix, Ted Nugent, you know, whatever, the Beatles, you know, nobody is the greatest musician of all time. Nobody's mastered guitar. Nobody's mastered the keyboard or the piano. Like, there's always something that somebody doesn't know.
Mhm.
Like, you know, for instance, like me and Joseph both play guitar. Like, he knows crazy chords that I've never even seen before. Like, and I've
Well,
been playing
shit, we
guitar
should
for a
get
long
Joseph
time.
to play a little song for us.
He likes to keep it down. He just likes to push
See
the fog
tomorrow?
machine. He's a fog machine guy.
Music is constantly evolving every second of the day. Like,
I like that, and it's true.
Yeah.
I like that you don't feel like this is it. I'm done. I've done the best of the best, and
yeah.
there's no one who
And
can be better.
I'm always trying to. I want to be different than everybody, but I don't know about y'all, but like, when you're, okay, say you have something in your head, right?
Mhm.
Like, you're like, oh man, that sounds dope. Like, oh, I can't wait to like get it on, right? And then you go.
You
and
mean like an idea, or?
yeah, like,
Okay.
like you have a song and you're like, oh,
Mhm.
dang, man, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you start going here, you start trying to find the sound, whatever,
Mhm.
and then it's like it doesn't even sound like what it was.
What
in
you
your
were
head.
trying.
Yeah, and then you're just like,
Dude,
wow.
that happens to me all the time.
Oh,
Like-
look, that happens to her too. She does that. She
Yeah.
says it all the time. She's like, because she'll play something. I'm like, yo, that sounds like fire. And she's like, that's not what I heard in my head. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm not in there.
I'm all
Yeah.
salty about it too. Because like I
Yes.
want it, you know what I'm saying? Great, you feel me?
He's like, no, all my shit sounds great.
I don't have that problem. I'm perfect.
I'm gonna
Perfect.
drink my acid. But so, are you okay though with what you put out, even if it doesn't sound like what you're going with, or like you just kind of roll with it?
In
I
a
guess?
way, it doesn't matter to us because, like, I mean, we're not like on this pedestal where everyone's watching us, you know?
Mhm.
So if we screw up on a song we don't like, we could just take it down or we could just edit it to make it
Yeah.
sound better. And if somebody judges us harshly on a song, it doesn't matter to us because we don't give a fuck, you know, like what people think.
She don't get a fuck.
Don't give no fucks.
I don't give up. So collaborating, how do you guys feel about that with other artists? Are you okay with
Ooh.
it?
That's a story right there.
Oh no, I didn't know there was a story. I was just,
You
I'm just
know,
trying to
like,
segue.
I guess collaborating with other artists, like, if you're like super picky and you're just judging the way I look and like saying my pictures don't look good, and it's just kind of like ridiculous. Like, we're talking about the song, and like,
Yeah.
and some people could just be like really, really, really harsh. And I feel like if you're gonna collaborate with someone, make sure you guys are on the same page.
Exactly.
Like, make sure that these are the people you want to collaborate with, because like sometimes it's really hard to work with people you cannot work with, if you get me.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, we've had like a few artists we couldn't really work correctly with, but other artists we worked really well with, you know, like we mixed well. And I think it just depends on, you know, how you present yourself to the person. You make sure that if they're taking advantage of you, you let them know that, nah, fool, like, this is the way it goes. Because,
Yeah,
you know,
are there people out there who will try to? I feel like when you collaborate, I'm gonna get to you in a second, Jay, because I want to hear your thoughts. But collaboration is like that word. You're collaborating. It's
Right.
people helping each other. Have you ever been with someone who's kind of like trying to take over it and just
yeah.
make it something of their own? Like, what's the point of collaborating?
Like, just a masculine energy over it.
yeah.
You know, like, it feels like they're trying to, like, they're being too picky.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, I know that you can be picky with music, but I think the way that certain people who were collaborating with us were picky, they were picky a different way. Like, ways to just raise themselves up, you know, like to make themselves feel better.
Yeah, about
because,
themselves.
yeah, like, they just feel that way. I don't know what to say about that. Just
How do you feel
weird.
about collaborating, Jay? Because you've done a few, or
I've never like I think I've only with Elo, because our new track's coming out on
October.
October 31st, yeah,
Wednesday,
on Halloween.
On Halloween.
So I've
When this
collabed
podcast comes
I've
out.
collabed with her and one other person. I try to stay away from that because I don't like to get in for one money issues and like just who's gonna put it on what, or are you gonna take credit for it?
I understand
Or You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
for sure. I feel you,
I've
girl.
had so many people.
Is there a way to
Ask-
put it out there though, where like everything is just, you know?
I always just tell them, hey man, sorry I don't do collabs, or I say I'm not doing collaboration.
Because
right
they
now.
want royalties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's one thing that I kind of don't agree with. Like, I like as an artist, I would never I would never put them. Let's just say like if we all did a collaboration together or whatever. Like I wouldn't put it on my Bandcamp and take all the money. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if you know, say you were an artist and I put your song on my Bandcamp and you know got money from that. I don't believe in people
Taking
making
from others?
money from other
Mhm.
people's things that they created, something that they didn't create. I try to stay away from that.
Yeah.
I don't want beef. I don't want drama. I don't want.
You just
I don't
do it for
want
the music.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just. You know. I guess in a way, yeah. I guess I like to stick to myself.
Yeah,
But-
you do.
You know what I mean?
I feel the same though. Like actually, like I like to make music by myself. Like if you want to collaborate with me, that's amazing. But there's gonna be terms like if you're gonna treat me like shit, I'm gonna just cut you out like that.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to collaborate the right way, the adult way, then we can do that.
My next question, kind of going into that, is I don't, and again, I'm not starting anything, but do you guys ever feel like people try to?
is.
I'm not, but like I
Sorry.
feel like I know a little bit of like the drama behind Witch House, and I don't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
But do people ever use you? Because like I said, Witch House is a small community, and just the whole
All the
dark
time,
wave.
baby.
I'm like, how did they get that song? They stole that song.
How they
They
do that?
ripped it somewhere.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm
somehow.
saying?
Mhm.
Like, why can't you just buy it? It's
Yeah.
$1. Is it
Yeah,
$1?
it's
so
a
bad?
no, it's a fucking dollar. You give that to a homeless person, you see them, you give them $1.
Man, music
We're
on Apple
homeless.
isn't even $1 anymore. It used to be 99 cents. That shit's like almost $2 now.
I know, but it's whatever, you know. And I feel like our music, even though it's like out there, like if you rip it off, it's whatever, you know. Cause
Yeah.
we do that shit when we were younger too. Like we liked other
LimeWire?
artists. Yeah, LimeWire. For sure. That shit gives you
Napster.
viruses sometimes.
Dude, bro,
It took
you
3
had
days to
yeah,
download something.
with the dial-up connection.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone called.
For sure.
And then someone called. It was fucking game over. You're like, don't use the phone right now, mom.
Yo, like you had to have. And what was it
I
called?
love
Integrated call waiting.
That brings
Yes.
memories. I would just be waiting.
And then
on my
right when you get to
computer.
step 8, you're like yes, 8. And then it was like disconnect. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Again.
All over again.
All day, and then you answer the phone. What?
Yeah.
I'm on the computer.
Get off.
Stop calling.
I'll see you later, mom.
Yeah.
Go buy me some
Dude,
Cheetos.
the kids don't know the struggles. Like
I don't think kids will
growing
ever
up
know
in
the
the
struggle.
90s. Dude, our toys suck. What do we had? Legos?
Kids don't have toys anymore.
I
No
had
one even
Legos.
plays with toys anymore. They watch kids play with toys
Exactly.
on the iPad.
Dude, that's something I'll
Oh,
never
no.
relate to because
I
when
feel
I was
like
a
I
kid,
sound like
like
an old
I always
person.
had Barbies. I flushed them down the toilet. Like I
I
just
did
shut
that
their hair
too.
off.
My
Yeah.
Barbies, I put them in the toilet, and my dad said I thought it was a
Oh my
jacuzzi.
God. And I would always have them naked. I don't fucking know why.
Their
Just take the
shoes
clothes
were just
off.
impossible to keep on. Who made those stupid little shoes?
Yeah.
Told you that they were hot, so
They were like,
took
take
their
my
clothes
clothes
off.
off.
Weird little body in the toilet.
Ella's all playing with them. It's getting hot in here.
So let me dunk you in the toilet. Yes.
They had to be in the toilet to be cool because they were all hot. They were melting, so they had to.
Yo, the struggles.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys have anything that you are working on now? You don't have to say specifically, and I know you have. We'll talk about what's coming out recently, but do you find yourself working now on anything that you feel you're gonna put out, bring to the table in the next few months, year? I don't know.
I guess I'll go first. I'm working on a new album right now. I'm hoping to get it done by January. That's like my goal. But
Ooh.
but we know how that is. Like
You're the worst with
January is gonna turn into like March, and then March is gonna turn into
Yeah.
like,
January next year.
Yeah. But yeah, so far I mean It's going good.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a little different, so nobody hate.
You're putting it out there now.
Yeah.
Putting on there in the world.
Just
Please
be
don't-
nice, guys.
Please don't tell me I'm a loser.
You're not a fucking loser.
Just listen to it.
I'm tired of crying. Okay.
My mascara is ready. I know this goes with Jay, but do you guys have, and you don't have to reveal, but she makes such great songs and then like she'll work on something, stop, work on something else. She has enough to put out 17 albums, I feel. Do you guys do that a lot? Stop, put it aside,
Well-
work on something? Or are you the type to like,
Not really.
you start on one and you want to finish it?
We'll probably have 2 or 3 tracks that are just on the back burner, and that's generally because it went a different direction and
Yeah.
we didn't like where it went. Or
Oh.
there's a few songs we put out where maybe the track sounds good,
Yeah.
and we structured it for, singing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's just too hard to write lyrics to.
Oh.
Sometimes it's too fast paced, or it's kind of too out there.
Yeah.
Or it just doesn't go with my flow, you know?
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
way
you
I
have to
want
have
s-
that cohesiveness.
Yeah, so pretty much.
That does happen. I've never even. That happens to you too, right, Jay? Where you don't feel like you can.
Oh yeah, writer's block.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I totally spaced out for a minute. Like, I
Do
don't
you even stop drinking that absinthe?
I know, dude, it made me do that too.
You
earlier,
spaced out?
Earlier, yeah, I was like, oh, where am I?
Back.
Yo, totally for real, just spaced out. I don't even know what I was thinking about frogs. I don't even.
Frogs?
Why was I don't know.
That's
Yeah. My next song's gonna be called Frogs.
Cool. Hopper.
What was the question?
Writer's block. Is that or?
Oh yeah, I have like the worst memory ever. So when I
God, the
look,
worst.
this is how it is.
Don't
Look,
even-
This is how it is. Yo, look, hey, look. I'm working on something, and it's kind of like not, like I said, like where it's going. I
Yeah,
don't
kind of
hear
like
it.
what Craig said. Yeah.
So I'm going through like different sounds, and then I hear something, and that's what happens. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna start a new track. And I start a new track, and then that's how that happens. So then that song's like unfinished.
You have a lot of that.
Lots of it. I'm just never happy. I'm so picky.
And you do have ADHD.
Oh.
Facts.
Oh yeah, blow it, girl.
Yeah. That shit would have burned. Nah, it's all good now.
I think it looks cool.
So as we've kind of hinted and mentioned here, you guys have been working on something together. How was that? How did that come about?
Dude, I gotta say though, like Jay, I found her to be like the most talented person in Witch House, and I feel like it's because like like we talk like normal friends and stuff.
Yeah.
And she lets me know what she's doing or whatever, and I feel like she does a lot. Like she does a lot with her music.
She does.
Yeah. For
I like
sure.
that there's a real friendship, not one of those fake like, oh, we're artists, so we're gonna pretend to
Exactly,
be friends.
and that's kind of that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like with me and Jay, like it feels natural.
Yeah.
Like musician like, and like I feel her energy. There's a lot of artists I've actually felt their energy and I just don't want to fuck with them, and Jay's just one of those I want to fuck with.
So because of that energy, did you feel like it was real easy and everything flowed?
Like even though like we did have a few little problems like with volumes and stuff, we still fixed it together. It wasn't a thing where she actually was like, well, you're fucking up, like why aren't you doing it right? And we've had that in the past. Me and Craig, with our Lovers project, we've had people tell us shit like you're not doing it correctly, or like maybe it's not music, but it's just like maybe we're trying to put out a photo for the song.
Yeah, for the song.
And then they're like, we don't like it. Well, it's like, well, then fucking put a fucking photo out yourself then, bitch.
Then you do it.
Exactly, bitch.
I
So
agree.
like, bitch.
And bitch. I'll tell you this, bitch.
But yeah, I feel like I flow really well with Jay. Like our energies mix well, and even if we have a small problem, we can fix it. We're adults,
It was fun. I had fun.
Is it hard being in 2 different towns, putting a project together?
Because of the technology world, not that much.
I know, because it sounds like you guys were all there together, made it at the same time. Like, if
Yeah. Well, I think it's also like what helps is like all of us getting to know each other after a few years, because honestly, I guess I can seem shy to certain people because I don't open up to people like right away.
Yeah.
But if I get to know you and I dig you, then I'll open up to you. But some people don't understand that. They just think I'm shy. It's literally the case of if I don't feel your energy, I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm
Yeah,
not
why am I
gonna
gonna
say shit.
open up myself more if I don't want
Exactly,
to?
because that's a door that's open and
Yeah.
that shit's hard to close, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Craig's doing something.
He's gone. He's thinking about this fucking licorice absinthe you gave it.
Dude, do you feel okay?
Why?
Yeah. You feel
Yeah.
okay?
This is him
I've
on
had
the
like 3 sips.
Dude,
He said-
dude.
oh, it's a chair.
Okay, this is
You
the
have
thing
a
about
mustache
Craig.
tattoo?
Craig
On
is
your
always
finger?
quiet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm obsessed. I'm
Can you
obsessed
do
with
that?
mustache. He has a mustache. It's so funny. I just thought. No more absinthe for us.
Right?
You're done.
We good.
You're done.
Nah, I'm not done.
Nah, we just getting started.
We get it started.
All right, so
I always thought like no, we were talking about collaboration. That was like 5 minutes ago. But I think that's another reason why I never got into like collaborating with anybody, because I never knew how to do it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was always like stems, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what? And I had to Google it, dude. I had to Google what are stems. No lie, for real. No, for real. What are stems? And then it said something like, and then I had to put how to make stems in Ableton, and then I was like, oh, okay. So it's basically like you just, you know, send each individual instrument. Okay, yeah, I got this. I can do this. Yeah,
So
that was it.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I never knew how to collaborate. That's what I'm saying. So that's why, you know, and then the whole royalty things and stuff like that. But yeah,
So we know that you guys have a song coming out October 31st on Halloween. Do you want to drop the title of that track, or are we waiting? Are we keeping it a secret?
Spooky hood bitches.
Love it. Spooky hood bitches on Halloween.
but you gotta say it with
It hard.
You gotta say it with like
A little attitude.
Oh, dirty, a little raunchy.
attitude. Little dirty,
Don't be
raunchy,
looking
ghetto
at
ass.
ratchet
little
ass,
attitude.
bitch ass, hoe ass.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Street ass.
Stop.
Fuck you, bitch.
You want Grabo hoe?
Oh shit, they're getting there.
Oh, that's some.
Do you guys have anything else coming out that you want to bring up or mention, or is that like that's the main thing?
Actually,
Are you promoting anything you want to
right before this just started,
Like this podcast?
Nightmares and 808s put one of my new tracks on his channel, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's called Black Raven. I love Lovers. I love these guys.
I
They're
know.
so cool.
They're
I love
awesome.
you
I
too.
wouldn't have known them if it wasn't for you, but I wouldn't have known about Witch House in general if it wasn't for you. so
Dude,
thank
this is
you.
honestly like the life path, you know, like she led us to you opened us up to this podcast. That's the way it goes. That's the
I like
way-
it. I like,
Yeah.
you know, everyone's opening new doors in everyone's life.
Yeah,
I
for
think it's
sure.
important. You don't want to stay in a box.
For sure. And you know, right, Danny, like I messaged you that one time and I was like, I'm feeling hella hermit.
No,
you know?
I'm the same way. Yo, so you said it and I was like, oh good, because I so wasn't ready. Like I get the same way. I'm just used to being on my own because I've been on my own so long. So I like just being in my dark little cave.
Yeah, like
It's
that's normal. Like I actually like that too. Like I'd rather just be alone all the time. But you know what? I like to get out with y'all guys because that really opens up my mind and awakens me on a spiritual level. And I love hanging out with y'all guys.
I think the way I see it is surround yourself with good energy and good vibes, and
And then you
yeah,
put
you're
that
solid.
out there, right?
Yeah, you're solid. That's my main thing. I'm all about being up.
Yeah, higher
I'm
vibrations.
all the way up.
All the
Yeah.
way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Alright, well thank you guys. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Ella.
Yes, thank you for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Jay, who has
Yeah.
been on here a million times, but I'm thankful I finally got to interview you as an inebriate. You are welcome back anytime.
For sure.
Please come back. We don't even have to talk about this.
Yeah, we can just talk about anything. You know what
We
I'm
can
saying?
talk about fucking anything. I don't
Yeah.
give two fucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Jay, I don't know if I want you back.
Yeah.
Which? Whoa!
Oh,
Stop.
It's these vibes, yo. It's like
it's a seance and shit.
Thank you, Joseph, for being
yeah.
here.
Shout out to Joseph.
Shout out to Joseph. Where's your fog
Great.
machine?
I hope you got some good angles, bro.
One,
I know, for real. Good angles, bro.
That's why I put that. That's why we had the candles, guys. To hide it,
Right? Oh,
I didn't want no
that's good,
shadows.
yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you. And this has been another podcast of I'm Not Okay with Danny G. I'm not okay.
Danny.
Are you guys okay?
I'm never okay.
Awesome. So let's not all be okay together. Bye, guys.